Hi, I'm Genevieve from Beyond Human Stories, and this is the second video in a series that we're doing about story hacking and story making exercises. Today's my birthday, and the reason I wanted to share that is one of the main restoring techniques that we talk about in my book, Tough Bliss Restoring Life, is about memory. And so this year, instead of asking for things as presents, I happened to be in my study and I came across this beautiful snow globe that has a picture of my mum and two sisters and I when I was very small. And it reminded me of this exercise that I wanted to share, and it's about giving the gift of memories. One of the most amazing things I think we can do as human beings is to remember each other in our strengths. Remember each other at the moments in our lives where we were witnessed as emerging into a new version of who we are, an authentic version of ourselves, or maybe even a moment in childhood where actually our soul shone through the veneer of whatever was going on. So one of the things I would encourage you to do as a gift is ask your friends, ask your family to share their stories, their memories of you with you. And this is something I did with my mother and two sisters for my birthday today. And I reached out and asked them to give me memories of when they felt I was at my strongest. The moments in our life so far together that they'll never forget me. And perhaps it was a moment of leadership or a moment of stupidity. But some of the memories that have been shared reminded me of some of the qualities that perhaps nowadays I sometimes doubt. So my mother shared one of her earliest memories of me when I was 5 years old, and we were actually just sitting on a plane to leave Colorado, where I was born, and come to England. And I was very upset by this, safe to say. But she remembers me gripping her arm as the plane took off, staring her in the eyes, and in a moment of clarity saying to her, "Mother, I will come back here one day. This is my home. I will return." I remember that moment too, although perhaps not as clearly as my mother. And it took me 30 years to return to Colorado, but return I did. And I now have a home there, and I have an amazing life back in my heart home. And over the years, there were many times that I doubted that would ever happen. There were many things that could have turned me away from manifesting that dream, and did, almost did. But that surety of my 5-year-old soul that knew on a deeper level than my mind or my emotions or even my body could know, has seen through that dream into reality. Another moment that my mother shared was the moment when I decided to get divorced from my first husband. And she and one of my other sisters thought I was insane and actually opposed my decision. But again, she said, even though I didn't agree with you, there was a strength that sat behind your eyes in your decision that I knew I couldn't challenge you. And so those memories that were shared as a gift for my birthday have made me reflect on what is that inner soul strength? When does that light come on in my eyes that sits beyond any story I might have about myself as a human being? And how does it lead me in the world? So I would encourage you to seek out the gift of memories, to speak to your family, to ask your friends how they remember you, and to seek out those gems of truth that point you towards your deepest strengths and authentic gifts in the world. Enjoy your restoring.